Goku was a bad dad, low key. He dropped his kid off to train for months on end, and the babies didn't want to, and only come back to whoop alongside the kid he was raising fighters, not sons. Goku is,
Well,
and
first,
there are
do we think
people.
Goku's a bad father?
Yeah, so there are people who think Goku is justified for treating his kids how he treated them. There are people who will say Goku was there for them though. He was there for Goten. He was there for Gohan.
He definitely was not there for no Goten.
But my biggest argument is you got the world on the line.
That is very true.
You have the fate of the planet on the line, and you throw an emo teenage boy into the fray and say I believe in you because I feel like you're stronger than me, and like.
Well, it wasn't like an
I know.
Show Super Saiyan 2 by this point.
Yeah.
It was really like a I can't do it, and I know you're the only one who can.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like another reason why I feel like Goku was just a complete idiot because I'm jumping Cell. I'm not doing no tournament style thing with nothing with Cell, bro. We're jumping him.
I might have to play devil's advocate for Goku. I hate that because I wanted to shit on him so bad, but I might have to play devil's advocate for him.
Okay.
I kind of agree because
I wanted him. I wanted Go.
Race.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say if you think about the whole Saiyan race and everything, and like why they didn't jump cells because all Saiyans they respected the 1v1. They never just jumped somebody.
Fair. That's fair.
They were warriors, so like it was their pride to be like, let's go 1-on-1. It was like, nah, we finna jump. It's like, no,
That
let's
was
go
always.
1-on-1.
Yeah, I was about to say that's.
But he was a racist Saiyan though.
But the thing is,
That's just in their blood, though.
to OG's.
Cell might have just destroyed the planet.
Yeah, but to OG's point,
gave them that opportunity to put up a fight.
To OG's point about how he wasn't raised like a normal person, then do not put yourself in a position to have to raise a child and not be there for said child, huh?
This is the same Goku who thought marriage was food.
But here's my thing though. Here's my thing. If he doesn't know what he's doing, but the person he's laying down with, I'm surely has at least. I'm not trying to blame Chi-Chi, but you have had to have told this something, bro. He's a fool, but he's not Luffy.
I mean, I think Goku's worse than Luffy.
Oh man.
Who was raised? Goku didn't even know what a woman was as a child.
We're talking about adult. Forget the kid. Forget kid. We're talking about adult.
But again,
I think definitely put that out there.
But I'm saying that plays a part into why he is the way he is.
Goku the way he is because all Saiyans were like that.
He literally didn't know better. He didn't have a good example. He didn't know what a good household was.
But it's not just. But Goku is not the only one in that relationship. Let's just say for sake of argument, he did not know what he was doing. If y'all want to go that far into it, you know how to procreate. If you don't, because he did it not once but twice. It's their instinct. Okay.
And that's what I'm saying because he had all.
Right, but it's the instinct to protect your child. Is that not also an instinct? Is that not also innately in an animal?
Saiyans didn't do that.
In most animals,
Saiyans did not do that.
Saiyans didn't protect. Did not. What do you mean they didn't protect their kid? Did Bardock not protect Goku? No, they sent him to a different planet. What do you mean? No,
that's when Super changed that crap. But first, that was not
Super. That wasn't in Super.
That was in the beginning. That was not what happened to Goku. Goku had already been sent out.
Wasn't that in one of the Broly movies, or am I drunk?
Yes, no.
It was in the Broly movie.
But that got retconned. It got retconned.
Yeah.
Oh, see, okay. I didn't follow Dragon Ball Z. I close to know it got retconned, but
yeah, that again,
and the movies wasn't canon, so
that got
the whole
retconned.
thing was kind of like
Broly was never canon until the Super version of Broly.
Yeah.
That is the only canon Broly. Any other version of Broly and or Bardock is not considered canon. That movie is considered the only thing canon.
Okay, so to my point, I understand that Goku was a fool and whatnot, but that does not justify the means of him being like. Let's just say we agree he was a dummy. He didn't know what he was doing. That makes the point even more truer. He's still a bad dad. Like
you can say the same thing about Gohan. Gohan,
that's
the same crap.
Fair. I don't. But it's not about Gohan. It's about Goku. The thing is. I understand, like I said, I understand, but it doesn't make my statement any less true that he was a bad dad. Like, just because you didn't know what you're doing doesn't mean, oh, I didn't know what I was doing, so I get an excuse. No, I'm not saying he didn't do the same thing, but that doesn't make my statement less true. You still can't say he was a good dad.
Let's go event by event of Goku's fatherhood. Give me the first example of Goku being a bad dad.
The first thing he was taking Gohan camping. How is that not a good dad?
Okay, so you admit that he knows what he's doing then. Like, which one is it? Which one is it? Is he good or is he not? Y'all can't say. Hold on, Wonder. Hold on. Because y'all now you're confusing. I'm saying he's a bad dad. You can't say he doesn't know what he's doing, didn't list off things that makes him a good dad. That doesn't make any sense.
He doesn't know what he's doing. I'm basically saying he is a good dad, but most of the time the things that he do is because of his instincts as a Saiyan. That's just what Saiyan.
But you can attest that he took his son camping. He knows what it means to be a father. He knows what it means to spend quality time with his child. You can attest to that.
Was he not being a good father throughout the show?
Okay.
That's why I said, Tone.
Throughout.
Give me a moment where you feel like Goku was a bad father. We have to just go moment by moment on this.
We can go off the first one. We could talk about the Cell thing.
Goku putting Gohan in the front lines to fight Cell against Chi-Chi's wishes. Now, again, I will reiterate this point. Goku was aware that he couldn't beat Cell, and if nobody beats Cell, we all die, correct?
And the only person that had the potential was Gohan.
The only person that had that potential was Gohan.
And you got to think about this. He knew his son.
Okay, so answer me this. Does that that makes him so that we can talk about him being irresponsible for doing it or being responsible for doing it, but that does not make him a good father. Because not only did he go against Chi-Chi's wishes, Gohan did not want to do that. He did not want to become a fighter. He blatantly ignored his son's wishes.
He was teaching his son that you may not want to fight, but you're going to have to. That's like LeBron saying, Bronny, you gotta hoop. You gotta go out there hoop regardless, because the fate of my legacy relies on you. That's not how that works. That's different.
That doesn't make him a good dad. That does not make him a good dad because
when you are out
ignoring your son's wishes and your girl's wishes.
But Tone, what was the alternative? The alternative was death.
The alternative was him, Trunks, all them, and Vegeta getting in the lab. That's the alternative.
But they were in the lab.
They were, and there was nothing they could do.
Is it a good dad, the fact that he gave Cell a senzu bean to fight his son? Is that good?
Yes.
Hold on, y'all contradicting yourself. The fate of the world is on the line, right? Let me go heal up the enemy while he's already weakened to fight my son. That's stupid. That's stupid. That's irresponsible. Hold on. If your argument is the fact that the world is on the line, you do not heal the world-ending creature. You do not do that. That's stupidity and that's bad parenting. You cannot convince me otherwise.
How?
What do you mean? I just told you how.
That Gohan could beat him. You gotta understand, Gohan was a character that
Bro.
He damaged them in some form or way. When it was Raditz, he hit Raditz and knocked Raditz and what's that now?
That
I think it was that.
Hold on again.
Wonder, do you agree? Because that okay. So YZ, how does if y'all argument is that he had to send Gohan out, he did not have to heal the opposition. That does, you're putting your son in further harm's way. You did not, hold on. You're putting your son in more danger than he has to be while the world is on the line. That does not make you a good dad for doing that. That puts your son in harm's way because you think he can win. It's not confirmed. It's not 100% guaranteed. No, bro. No, bro. No. Toriyama knew. Goku didn't know. That's not the same thing, bro. That's not the same thing. Because Minato can say he knew that Naruto was going to be able to take control of the Nine Tails, but there were a lot of obstacles in its way, and Naruto even died once.
Wait, Tone. I'm making the point a different way. Me and YZ have the same overall point in that Goku isn't a bad dad, but we are arguing in two different ways, and that's why it sounds like we're walking back and contradicting ourselves. He's arguing the point one way, I'm arguing it a different way.
Okay, so what is your response to giving the sensu bean and putting your son in danger?
Because again, Gohan was shown to need to be pushed to activate the power. It's not something he could just do instinctively. He had to have been pushed. Was it a rough thing to do? Yes, but if your argument is but Tone, look, you said
and that's
him giving the sensu bean was putting him in further jeopardy, correct?
Yes.
And that's why I say he knew.
No. But the thing is, that's not even true. What further jeopardy when the alternative is death? There is no further jeopardy. Gohan.
Though the alternative is only death as far as you're saying pride. Y'all could have easily jumped. If it was that dire, y'all could have jumped him. It ain't nothing about no pride that's gonna save the planet. Vegeta had to put his whole No, Vegeta. Okay, hold on. But wouldn't that put Gohan in a dire need to reach his untapped potential? If they would have got jumped, they would have lost. Didn't it help Goku reach his untapped potential when they were?
Vegeta was damn near on the brink of death.
The Cell Juniors on seeing them. When he seen again, Goku knew Gohan had to be pushed to an emotional.
Right.
Cell, sure. But again, if Goku's mind is thinking, hey, if Gohan doesn't lock the in, he's going to die.
So Goku can think, is what you're telling me. He can think.
We're making two different
Goku can
points.
always think.
We're making two different points because Tone, if Goku doesn't give Cell that sensu beam, do you think Gohan is still getting pushed to that limit and pushing Gohan to Super Saiyan 2? Again, it was a push that was required.
I don't see it that way.
That's why I was trying to get mine to align with Wonder, because I'm actually saying the same thing. I said, like, every time you think about it, Gohan had damaged each villain in some form of way. Reason why was because he was pushed to a point.
He had literally Raditz kid.
Right, okay.
But Tone,
he basically
hurt his father, and Gohan sat there and activated without any further encouragement.
Right.
Vegeta, same thing.
Right.
Vegeta,
Watch. Sorry, Wisey. Hold on, because I gotta make this point to Tone real quick. Tone, because if the way you are arguing right now,
right, Torture.
We could say Minato is a bad dad for putting the Nine Tails in Naruto. We could say that was a bad dad. Why would you put a demon?
Right. You can say that. Right. Hold on. You can say that, but he has way more good dad feats with less time than Goku does. So you can say it. You can say it.
You want to know why that was a bad dad feat and a terrible dad feat?
Why?
Because that's ultimately the reason Naruto grew up with no parents. Because Minato put that Nine Tails in.
No, Naruto.
Yes.
Okay. So y'all want to? Okay. So you want to go context against context. You got to give context with the Minato.
Yeah, I'm giving context.
Joker got a point.
Minato did not have to put the Nine Tails in Naruto. He didn't have to.
Okay, so what was the alternative?
He sealed half in himself. He couldn't have sealed it in somebody else.
No, he did. He couldn't have. Literally, no.
Minato was strong enough to kill the Nine Tails and let them work.
No, he was not. No, he was not. Okay, so let me walk you through everything Minato had to endure before that, because he mentioned in a panel before he sealed it, before he even summoned the Reaper Seal, he doesn't have enough chakra left. He was managing a seal on his pregnant wife when the seal weakens when they're pregnant. Then he had to face Obito. Then he had to beat Obito, had to teleport to face the initial Nine Tails, face off against the initial Nine Tails. Then he had to go rescue.
It was a hard battle for him.
No, okay. Did it take chakra, yes or no?
No.
No. Hold on. Did it take chakra, yes or no?
Minimal chakra.
It did not take, okay. Y'all moving the goalposts, because I can go back and prove that he was running out of chakra. I can prove that he was running out of chakra. I can prove that. It's not no let's say that's real. It's what happened. So let me finish providing the context to lead as to why he couldn't seal him into anyone else, to why he had to put his faith, to why he had to put his undying faith into his son.
He did that, and then also said, "Don't let him know who his father is," which let them.
That's a smart thing. That was smart. That's actually using your brain. You had to not do that because Minato had enemies. He had a fleet on side order from all the nations. You had to do that.
Also, being the Nine Tails wasn't worse.
They didn't want them to know that either. The village as well. They didn't want They didn't want nobody to know any of this. The blame is on Hiruzen. The blame is not on Minato.
I'm not even talking about that. True or false? Did Kushina not beg Minato to stay alive?
How can she beg to stay alive when he has to go up against all of these obstacles? That doesn't make any sense.
Answer the question.
I'm answering your question with another question to you, because what was the alternative? You can't just say, oh, okay, so let me ask you this. How would he have stayed alive?
They are so
No. Answer the question. Was Hiruzen not already busy? Are we forgetting?
Listen to what I'm telling you.
The village was.
Listen to me. Because you asked me how. I'm trying to tell you how. I'm going to tell you how or not. I can tell you how.
What's this got to do with Goku? Moving the goalposts.
You know what? Ignore that. Let's go back to Goku. You can give Minato some slack because guess what?
You can give him slack.
Situation. You're right. The situation. Slack.
Goku.
The Cell Saga. If you were bringing up more moments, I would have let you have it. Again, I told you I wanted shit on Goku myself. But if you're talking about the Cell Saga, That is the one time Goku did. I don't think he did anything wrong.
That's
Yes,
just
he
that he
did
did not have to do that. He did not have to do that. You
So
saying
what-
y'all
It's an
saying
alternative.
y'all saying he needed a y'all saying Gohan needed an emotional amp. The emotional amp
Yeah,
could have been
because
them
that was
jumping
the
Cell
source of
and
his
him
power.
losing.
Okay, but Tone,
What?
listen to what I'm telling you. If they jumped Cell would have destroyed.
No,
the planet.
oh my god.
You want to know why?
If okay, so let me ask you this: was Goku worried about the planet being destroyed or not? So you don't need to give the a sensu bean if you want him to lose. If he is weakened, then jumping him makes all the more sense. If he is weakened to the point he needs a sensu bean, that makes all the more sense to
Gohan
jump
would
him.
never saw him as a threat.
He wouldn't need to. He wouldn't need to at that point. If he's already weakened to the point where he needs a sensu bean to be fully back up, he would not. Gohan would not have to put much effort into that fight.
Gohan wasn't gonna fight him if he was weak.
Gohan, the only person there that was left.
That was
Tone,
everybody else was there, bro. They couldn't even beat him.
Oh my god.
Listen to what I'm telling you, okay? Listen to what Wonder is telling you.
Y'all cannot justify him helping the enemy, bro. I'm sorry.
The only reason it was one-on-one fights is because that's the only way Cell wasn't just gonna insta blow up the planet. He gave.
I got that. I got that.
Again, giving Cell the sensu bean was to push Gohan. You could say you could even argue it was unnecessary in your opinion. But again, we could sit there and also counter argue and say Cell was not going to push Gohan far enough if he didn't do that, because you're coming up with the whole head canon of they would have jumped him when there was.
I didn't never said they. Hold on. I didn't come up with no hate cannon. I did not say they would have jumped him. I didn't say that.
No, you're saying they should have jumped him, so Gohan didn't need to fight.
That's not head cannon. Me saying what they should have done is not head cannon. Head cannon is saying they.
Correct. Okay, I'm using head canon in terms of you're creating an alternate situation of what they should have done. Yes, that's not the exact definition of head canon, sure, nor the term head canon. What I'm more so saying is that you are coming up with a hypothetical what they should have done, when again the reality of the situation is Goku felt like that was the best play and it was the only play.
So
again, he's seen it work for Gohan.
So Goku has a brain. Goku can think. Goku can
always
make.
had a brain. It's just, bruh.
Fighting,
I could go on a whole nother rant about that one. He
Nobody
is very.
ever denied his battle IQ. He's one of the smartest battle IQ.
Bruh, what do you think, bruh?
To battle IQ.
I personally think, well, it's two things, right? I think Goku being the father that he is, and also the type of person he is, should he have handled the situation? Yes. Did he have the abilities to? No. Was he dumb to give, Cell a sensu bean? Yes. But was it to make it so that, okay, when I'm gone, there's someone else that's going to be able to step up and protect Earth? Yes. But is it going against Gohan's wishes? Well, not even Gohan's, but also like Chi-Chi's wishes? Yes.
I don't think anybody want to go on a fight Cell.
That he don't want to be a fighter, right?
Gohan didn't want to be a fighter at all.
Well, I think what Goku did, in a sense of disrespecting, his wife's wishes, as well as not thinking what his sons want, he's giving his son what he needs to do instead of what his son wants to do, right?
Yes.
And I think in that sense, he's a bad father, but he's doing what's right for the sake of the universe, because someone's gonna have to step up, right? For the plot of Dragon Ball and the story of Dragon Ball, someone's gonna have to step up, and it's gonna have to be Gohan, right? So I can see it as like, he's giving his son the means to be able to solve problems through fighting, but it's like, it's still not considering what his son wants. But I don't think he cares about what his son wants.
That was a fantastic point. You don't think he cares about what I agree, which means you are not fit to be a dad.
To be honest,
why is the reason Goku doesn't care?
Because he's stupid as shit.
No,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
He doesn't have luxury to care. There is no luxury when Cell is about to destroy the Earth. Son, I hate to say this right now, but you're a lot stronger than me. You gotta do it. Plain and simple.
So the poll was going up. Was Goku a good dad? Yes or no?
definitely a good dad.
The poll started.
I'm calling him a good dad. Good dad kind of crazy, but I'm not calling him a terrible dad either.
I didn't say he was a terrible dad.
circumstance
I
of
don't
what
think
was
he's a
going
good
on,
dad. I think Goku's
he
like.
did the best. He did the best he could.
So let's just say I would say he's a better dad, and just let the universe go up into flames, bro. Let that get destroyed. Because if you listen to your son and say, you know what, son, from the beginning that I don't want you to be a fighter, and I'm gonna listen to your wishes. You don't gotta be a fighter.
So,
then
Tom,
what?
If your son say he don't ever want to do nothing in his life, he just want to sit up on you for the rest of his
No.
life.
Gohan had goals. It just wasn't to be what I wanted him to be. That's different.
So if your son had goals to sit up on your house for the rest of his life and not do nothing,
No, that's you keep like, okay. So you're being disingenuous because Gohan had goals. He had aspirations. He wanted to be an academic. He wanted to be a scholar. He was a scholar. That's what he wanted to do. He wanted to have a family. That's what he wanted to do. If I had a kid and he wanted to do something outside of what I like, let's say I had a kid. Let's say I had a kid with a girl who's like 6'9", right? And my son come out to be like 6'7". I'm gonna want him to play basketball. I'm gonna want him to play football. If he say, "Dad, I want to be a librarian," go be a librarian, little nigga. But when I get home, it's check up. Dad, I said I want to be a librarian. No, check up. I'm forcing my wishes onto my son. I'm projecting what I want for myself.
Though.
So what you're saying? So what you're saying now does not help your argument then, because you said if I had a son, if I would not force him to be what he, you know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you a question, okay? And because I think the reasoning of Goku pushing Gohan to be a fighter isn't just because, hey, I like fighting, so I want you to fight too.
Bro.
They were thrown into that.
Necessity. It was.
They were thrown into that. That's how the show began. It started off. They had no other choice.
The universe needed literally at the end of Cell Saga. Guess what? Gohan was BSing, and Goku had to sacrifice himself. Had he not prepared Gohan to step up, they would have been like, again, sure, is he up like. Is he not? He's not the best or father to Gohan. I 100% agree. He's not the best because he puts the world before his son, which makes sense considering, hey, there is no son if there is no world. That's why I personally give him slack, because it's like telling your son, "Hey, kid, you have to go to work. I don't care if you want to stay inside and play video games."
I think the question should be rephrased.
You gotta get a job and you gotta go to work.
I agree. Torture. It's it's getting redundant. We are going in circles.
The question should be rephrased, and I think because every dad has certain circumstances. So given their circumstances, is were they a good dad?
What I am arguing are things that are fact.
It don't even matter.
No, it do matter. It do matter because it's my video and I'm gonna speak. The bottom line is what I am saying isn't headcanon. It isn't exactly refutable. He did not listen to his son's wishes. He gave the opposition a sensu bean. He put his son in harm's way, not just that one time, but a lot of different times.
His son had always been in
harm's way. So let's just say he didn't have a kid. Let's just say, for sake of argument, he didn't have a kid. What would he have done against Cell then? No, it wouldn't have, because Toriyama would not allow it to end.
If that was the case, then again, they probably would have plot changed it so Krillin actually used the button on 18, so we didn't get a perfect Cell at all.
Yep, there you go, right there.
There are so many other ways they could have.
There are a lot of different ways that it could have gone, even if Gohan was not forced to fight. You went against your son's wishes. That doesn't give you brownie points because you saved the universe first. That'll give you brownie points as far as fatherhood. Okay,
hey, Tom,
I understand prioritizing the world over your kid.
No,
I get it.
Not really just that. They were thrown into it from the beginning. DBZ's whole thing was that from the beginning, Goku started off as a good father. They were out there camping. They was gonna go camping.
Yeah,
and then out of nowhere, and then next you know, this saying he didn't even know coming down to my, "Hey, bro, I'm your brother. I got a brother. I don't even know my dad. Who are you? You just kidnapped my child. You want to fight? And you're stronger than me? And I gotta die in order to, so you won't destroy like my family and the people that I know? This is the only way." And then after I come back, I gotta fight again because another showed up, and he's stronger than me.
So you want to know the funniest part about all of this? If you had argued for Goten over Gohan, I would have 100% gave it to you.
Yeah, you would have said Goten.
No, but no, hold on, because now we're being a little disingenuous here, because we were saying to give you a few scenarios and we just stuck to one. I wasn't done, but we can move on since it's already tied.
Wait.
But overall totality, he does have 2 kids. Gohan's not the only one, and Gohan's not the only one who had to suffer. That little nigga was suffering.
Wait, okay, I have a question for you and Torture, because she's also arguing this point with you. How do you feel about Chi-Chi training Goten to fight without Goku telling her to do it? She did that of her own free will. Oh, she produced a Super Saiyan.
I think well, that's one of the things. I feel like that's one of the things where I think Goten wanted to be a fighter more than Gohan wanted to be. Yes, you can say that.
More than Gohan, but you can't say Chi-Chi knew that. I don't think that's why Chi-Chi was trained.
No, because Chi-Chi actually listened to. Oh my gosh! So we're gonna get into it.
So
we're. Is Chi-Chi a bad parent to y'all?
saying she's a bad parent. I'm saying she
So
did what she
where's
thought
the
she
what?
did.
So
And like,
where's the equivalency here?
I'm saying we don't know for certain that Goten wanted to fight when Chi-Chi started training it. We don't know. Because from when Goten explained it to my memory, so unless you can prove me wrong,
Go ahead.
Goten was saying that Chi-Chi just had him training from jump.
So did he say he did not like the training? Did he say he did not want to do that?
Sure. I mean, again, did
You-
Gohan
did
ever
you-
say he didn't want to?
Yeah. What? Go ahead.
Y'all do understand that
Go-
Gohan was like 5 years old.
Gohan, no, hold on, but hold on. But like I said earlier, that doesn't make my statement any less true. What you're saying, he was 5 years. That doesn't make my statement any less true. We know Gohan did not want to be a fighter. Goten never explicitly said, "I don't want to be a fighter." That's two different things.
Oh, okay. I have a question. This is a genuine question. I'm going to use Planet Namek as an example, okay? So I want you to listen to me.
All right.
Chi-Chi did not want Gohan to go to Planet Namek because of his safety. That was Chi-Chi being a overprotective mother.
That's
Gohan
not
actually
overprotect.
goes himself-
That's not
Gohan.
That's
Yelled
not
at her,
overprotection.
told her to go.
That's not overprotection.
Ignore that word. She was protecting her son and didn't want him to go.
Okay.
Goku didn't beg Chi-Chi to take. Goku wasn't the only one.
Okay.
Gohan was the one who eventually convinced Chi-Chi to let him go. Gohan did that.
Gohan went to Piccolo. And
That's-
and
that's-
he was with
that's-
Piccolo.
that's
He said,
fine.
hey, I need to get stronger.
Again, if your point is that Gohan didn't want to fight, it is made clear in the show Goku didn't even, he was not aware of this information until after he gave Cell that senzu bean,
Oh
and that
my
was when he
God.
realized. Am I wrong? True or false? Am I wrong?
You are wrong, bro.
When did Gohan show that to Goku?
I just want to move on from this, bro.
You can't prove me wrong.
No, because just like with our other debates we have done, I can prove y'all wrong, and y'all will just move the goalposts. This is gonna drag on longer than these two.
We moving the goalpost.
We went from Goku to Finito to Planet Namek to Chi-Chi. Like, bro, we're moving the argument. I don't think y'all understand this. So I'm gonna let you have it. Goku didn't know, so we can understand. We're gonna sit here and say Goku never knew that Gohan didn't want to be a fighter.
I'm not saying never. I'm saying it wasn't expressed to Goku until Piccolo did it.
Okay.
Go rewatch that scene. Go pull it up, and you're going to see the shock on his face because he didn't know. That makes.
I will concede. I will concede, bro. I will concede, man. We can move on.
You prove me wrong. I let you have it.
I've been doing that, but we can
No,
move on.
you-
I listen. I don't have a problem saying I concede because I don't remember that to the T. I don't remember that part to the T, but I'm going to concede regardless because I don't want to talk about this. We can move on to another dad. You could also argue he didn't have to be and have the situations he was in. Like we can let's just move on, man. Let's just move on, man. I'm gonna concede. The poll was tied, so we gonna leave that as a tie.